Hi everyone, it's Veronica here from Vintage Meet Modern, and I am here today showing off our latest finds. If you are new to joining us, welcome. I'm Veronica Stout, founder of Vintage Meet Modern Jewelry and Styling, and we are all about helping you look and feel your best by dressing in details. We're making vintage, modern, magical, memorable, and fashionable. We truly are trying to make vintage modern and accessible. So if you are a lover of all things sparkly and fabulous, if you love jewelry and dressing in details, you are definitely in the right place. And I am very excited to be sharing with you today our latest finds because we have tons and tons and tons of gorgeous pieces for you this week. So if you're there, please go ahead, say hello in the comments. Let us know where you're from. We truly enjoy getting to know each and every one of you better. If you know someone who loves and adores vintage and designer jewelry, we are also really trying to share that sparkle. All of these incredible treasures are one-of-a-kind vintage finds that have been sourced from all over the world, and they are so fabulous that they will definitely turn heads, fetch compliments. You will look and feel your best, and it's all about helping you be able to wear these things with what's already hanging in your closet or what you see when you're out and about shopping in the stores. And so this week's collection is a really special one. We titled this one the Sunrise and the Sunset Collection because it was inspired by all of the gorgeous colors and the serenity that you feel at the end of the day when you see all of those colors coming together. The shades of pinks and purples and golden hues and the reflection of the horizon and all of those gorgeous things. And so that is something that we're really proud about here at Vintage Meet Modern. Every single one of our collections is a hand-curated collection of incredible designer finds. And of course, one of the best parts about vintage jewelry is the jewelry always fits. And so this week's collection is inspired by the glam, Old Hollywood days of the flapper era, but we're also showing you how you can easily mix them with whatever you have hanging in your closet. And so we've got a lot of really great finds this week. I'm really excited to be able to share all of them with you. You can find all of these pieces under week 27 over at vintagemeetmodern.com. If you're catching this on the replay, please don't hesitate to ask if you have any kinds of questions or any things like that. I do have to pre-warn you, our collections sell out very quickly. This was actually just a tray from our preview party the other night. This was just only one tray of all the really fabulous pieces that sold and are headed off to new forever homes. So if you're taking a look at some of those trays and going, I'm really on the hunt for and I can't find one of these pieces or something like that, we are here to help you find that piece. But besides that, we do, like I said, sell out really quickly. So if there's something you got your eye on, remember, all of these things are one of a kind and they really truly can't be sourced easily again. So if you are thinking of treating yourself to something, or if you're even thinking you've got a special event or something coming up, it would be a great time to add one of these fabulous treasures to your jewelry box. So how is everyone doing today? Please let me know how you're doing, what you're up to. It's Friday here. It's fabulous. It's time for Friday finds. And we're going to start off this week by showing you exactly how you can make vintage jewelry modern, which is what I love and adore doing. I love helping women look and feel their best and dress in details. And these are some of our favorite pieces that we have this week. So I shared this photo a little earlier this week with my Style Society members, and I was talking about how that the kimono is actually something that is a timeless style. They're very on trend right now, but there's a lot of awesome things that you have going for the kimono. You can play up the flirty and the feminine look of it. You can embrace the artistry and the luxury that goes into the silk feeling and the look of all the beautiful embroidered flowers, or that free flowing bohemian chic look that so many of us love and adore is also another way that you could really embrace the style. We've got some great pieces this week that would very easily complement this piece. And so we're putting up the kimono as an inspiration, but we also wanted to show you there are several different pairs of earrings, a lot of different rings, a lot of different great bracelets that if this is a look that you would easily wear or you're attracted to these colors, take a look at some of the pieces that we do have this week. We have got these gorgeous pansy earrings. They are a crimped sort of flower. They are a 1960s construction. They have these really sort of beautiful painted enamel golden leaves. They reflect a variety of different colors. And then they've got a Rivoli heliotrope set rhinestone in the center that has sort of a golden and green glow. What I love about these is this is like a bouquet that will never ever wilt. This is something that sort of embraces the flower and the sparkle that we were talking about, those elements that we see in nature, but it's a very unique design. There isn't anything like this that I've really seen that's been out and about in the stores recently. It's a great look. It's not too big. It's not too small. It's a clip earring. Don't be turned off by clip earrings. Clip earrings are absolutely perfect because you can wear them regardless of whether or not you have ear allergies or not. These are not too big. They're not too small. They don't put any pressure on your lobes or anything like that. And you can wear these both dressy or casual. They also have that really gorgeous golden glow that we love and we adore. And so it's really easy to be able to mix this with something that has got a look that's like this, but you could also really wear it and embrace a more dressy or a more formal look as well. So these are definitely worth taking a second look at. If you are a fan of earrings, these would be a very lovely addition to your jewelry box. Let's see, what other pieces do we have here? Because there's just so many great ones this week. So we have a sparkling faceted Rivoli rhinestone, and then we just showed you those. Another piece that is really great, I'm looking to see if I can find the matching earring here. I know it's got to be here on this tray someplace, is that we also have a really gorgeous pair of earrings that is from Zentel. These are actually the ones that are being featured in the lower corner of the kimono. This is a faceted crystal, and it is got an iridescent sort of mermaid, unicorn faceted color to it. It reflects all kinds of pinks and purples and things like that. This is great because this is stone, but it's a higher quality one, and it definitely has a unique take on the way that it is being set. So this is another one that's a really nice size. It's not too big, it's not too small. Whatever colors you pick it with, it's going to kind of pick up on those. It's a really great earring to be able to add, and especially if you like something that can mix with a variety of colors, the iridescent or the aurora borealis finishes are always a lot of fun. Lastly, we do have a really great ring that's also featured in this shot. This is a 1950s ring. This is a speckled pink art glass ring. It is a West German origin. It's an adjustable ring. Speaking of that, if you joined us right away, you saw we have a gorgeous selection of rings this week. Many different great kinds of different sort of finds. They're really easy to be able to add a great look. And did you know that rings are actually our most popular item here at Vintage Meet Modern? And we have got a lot of fabulous ones. So we've got that jade art glass one that has got the speckled pink. This one is nice because it's an adjustable one. It's a great color to be able to mix with a variety of different shades and style. And then it's got that sort of nice sort of statement style band that we love. If you're looking for something that is a little bit more traditional, we've got this gorgeous, large, white Mabe pearl. It's a faux pearl set in a rhinestone setting, and it goes all the way around. It's a great design. This is another one that's a fabulous ring because it's adjustable. We also have a really lovely vintage check rhinestone. This is an opaline art glass ring. It is a ring that has been very popular around here. This is an authentic 1960s rhinestone set in a gold tone setting. This one is a really pretty ring. It's also an adjustable ring that we have this week. Another ring that we have is this really lovely black. It's a jet with a gray or a smoke diamond. And this has got that really gorgeous, opulent designer statement style that we know and we love. This one is a really fun piece. We have got a gorgeous citrine that's an emerald cut. Really lovely, really nice ring, nice sort of statement style. Another gorgeous citrine. This one is in part of our modern collection. This has got an Edwardian style to it. It's set in a silver tone filigree setting on the side, and it's got an encase. It's got a really bright yellow, sort of goldeny color, citrine color. We have a very lovely Juliana. Juliana is one of our favorites around here. This is an adjustable one. This is a nice, large, sparkly cocktail ring. This is a great piece. We have this really nice, huge amethyst crystal statement ring. It's a nice smaller size. It's got a gorgeous setting going around it. Has a variety of different kinds of stones and sizes that go along with it. This is a really pretty ring. We also have this sort of gorgeous bezel set. It's a bezel set crystal. It actually reminds me of a Black-Eyed Susan. It has got the yellow citrine petals going around it, and then it's got the deeper amber sort of rhinestone in the center. And we have got this very nice, lovely emerald or garland style ring that features the jade and the opaline and the tiger's eye. It's a beautiful, gorgeous band style ring. And then last but not least, we have this soft sort of princess cut. It's got marcasite accents in it. It's a train style ring, and it has got some really beautiful accents to it. And this one is set in genuine sterling silver. So those are just a few of the gorgeous rings that we have this week. And all of these can be picked up over under week 27 over at vintagemeetmodern.com. And what I love about rings is that rings are really easy to appreciate yourself. They're absolutely by far one of our most popular items that we have here at Vintage Meet Modern. And you know, the reason why people do say that they enjoy them is because you can look down at your own hand. It's fun. It's a nice statement. It's a unique piece. And so these are great, and many of these are actually adjustable too, which is an added bonus because if you're like most women and your hands kind of change sizes and things like that, it's nice to be able to pop on something that is super sparkly and super fun and be able to add a little ring to your own jewelry box. So this week we also had some really great pieces. Let's take a look at the trays, because the trays are a ton of fun. There are so many fabulous trays. If you're just joining us, please go ahead and say hi, tell us where you're from, tell us what you like, tell us your favorite type of jewelry. You know, we're all about trying to give you a better shopping experience and also presenting to you these really, truly unique, one-of-a-kind treasures. And so we do have a gorgeous tray of pieces that feature a variety of different styles and a little bit of something for everybody. And so we've got, let's start off by showing you some of those incredible bracelets that we have. So one bracelet that I love so much is we've got this really gorgeous, large Judy Lee bracelet, which is actually inspired by a very famous Elsa Schiaparelli bracelet. It features these really beautiful, huge, they're a heliotrope rhinestone, so they've got that magical, glamorous feeling. If you're also sort of into those magical, mythical things that we're talking about now and stuff like that, it also has that sort of mermaid, unicorn quality to it. It really, truly is like a little sort of feast and fancy for the eyes. It is just, hi, Sarah. Oh, from North Pole, Alaska. So very nice to meet you. That is a long way. See, this is a perfect example how we're bringing you vintage jewelry treasures all the way to North Pole, Alaska. That is amazing. So this is one of the bracelets that we're featuring. We can take a little bit of a closer look up at that one. I'll try to give you a little bit of a better look at it on the tray. So like I was saying, this piece is actually reminiscent of an Elsa Schiaparelli bracelet that was very famous in the 1960s era. You're looking for a charm bracelet. Stay tuned next week because I have quite a few charm bracelets coming. I've got a really, really gorgeous loaded charm bracelet. I also have a sterling silver one that is coming up. We do have a couple other charm bracelets that are coming up as well. So don't you fret. We do get charm bracelets. They are, again, another one of those pieces though that they just sell very, very quickly when we do get them. So this piece is from Elsa Schiaparelli, or it's from Judy Lee, but it's an Elsa Schiaparelli inspired one. This is a really fabulous bracelet. That huge, gigantic, colorful rhinestone bracelet has already sold, and also that really beautiful sort of linked bracelet that looks like it has the mesh, that's actually a really old Victorian bracelet, and that one is off to a new home as well too. We also, though, have a lot of great pieces that are still on the tray. One thing for sure that's like a nice piece to highlight and is this really gorgeous brooch, which this is a really pretty one. I am a huge fan. Obviously, I always say to people all the time, brooches are absolutely my favorite. They are truly the one size fits all of the jewelry world, which is amazing because jewelry always fits. It is one of the best parts, but a brooch is even different than a ring or a necklace or a bracelet where you might have a preferred length or you might like a preferred size. Brooches are great because they are truly a one size fits all and they're so versatile. You can wear them in your hair. You can wear them to close your scarf. You can wear them to close a sweater. This one I'm wearing particular today and I'm showing, I love the way that it looks with a lavender and a pink tone. This one is a nice one to be able to mix also with a fun pair of rhinestone earrings. They go very lovely with the sweet little rose earrings that we have. Matte and brushed gold tone shades are really hot and all the rage right now. So if you like that elegant brushed gold tone, these are a great pair of earrings. Those are on the tray. There is another piece that is definitely worth taking a closer look at. This is one of our older pieces. We do have a lot of people that collect pieces by decade. This is a very nice early 1940s celluloid backed brooch. All of these pieces are hand wired. These are not plastic. These are actually glass beads. They've all been hand wired to the celluloid. This is a nice sort of wreath garland style. It is a traditional late 1930s, early 1940s design. It is a beautiful blush pink, which is another color that we know that is trending. And it's a great piece to be able to mix with other pieces. So we also have a set of really sweet scatter pins this week. These feature a gorgeous sort of pink cat's eye and a garnet ruby red color. It's nice to be able to put things together in a nice little trio. So this is a beautiful set and also a great find as well. We talked a little bit about those rings. Those are some lovely finds that we have this week. They go very nicely with this collection. And then let's take a closer look at that really special, incredible necklace that we had. So this is a truly gorgeous necklace. This is one of those pieces that is one of those ones that is going to kind of surprise you. So part of the fun of knowing so much about the vintage and the designer jewelry world and why these pieces are so important is because of the historical aspect that goes along with what we see in terms of trends. So we always say that our items here are not trendy, they're timeless, but the pieces that we do carry are really good examples of how jewelry designers throughout the decades have changed to really embrace whatever was going on in the true fashion movement. And so this piece is actually a very high quality piece by Hobey, which I was really kind of surprised by. But what I do love about it is that this piece is an example of how it is not your traditional Art Deco styling. So Art Deco jewelry, in terms of the rhinestones, you know, it's our very traditional. You think about how that it would look with the the kind of classic silver tone, rhodium plated look. That would obviously be what we would most commonly think of when we would be talking about rhinestone jewelry. And so to have this one that has the movement, the elegance, the grace, the curves, it's all about embracing a different kind of femininity. The sparkle of the Art Deco era with the hard lines it's very swift and movement, and you do see the hard angles, the 90 degrees. It's reminiscent of that more opulent era that had been inspired by the 1920s and the 1930s. But the late 1950s and the late 1960s, we're beginning to see silhouettes come back. We're beginning to see, the waists and the dresses and, the big full skirts and sort of embracing the curves. And so that's what I love about this necklace is I feel like it's really, truly representative of that. It's elegant, it's polished, it's a little bit bombshell. This is something that you could definitely think of seeing either a Jane Mansfield or a Marilyn Monroe wearing in those old Hollywood sort of siren screen days. So this is a really great find. And then, of course, Hobey had a very, very huge commitment to quality. So you're getting a piece that is of excellent quality. I might point out that, the beauty that lies within the necklace is, of course, the style and the movement, but there are also a pair of matching earrings that are available. And the earrings also are a symbol of the quality and the innovation that designers like Hobe were trying to put forward during that generation. So this is actually, it's a clip back, but it is a screw back clip back, which the whole point of that is you can adjust the tension to make it more comfortable. So that was really actually considered to be something that was really special. It was more luxurious than your typical clip-on earrings. It certainly was the mark of a true designer, of someone who was designing with a woman in mind. And so this is a really great pair of earrings, and this is a really great set. Be sure that if you are watching along with us or you're catching in the replay, you tell us which is your favorite piece, because every week we're trying to bring to you something that's you and unique and different, but really easy to wear with whatever you have on. As you can tell by the shot that's on the left with our model Claudia, that that's a piece that you could easily wear with just a tee. I'm wearing it with a blouse from Ann Taylor today. It's one of those pieces that you could wear both dressy and casual, and it's just a really unique piece. Again, it's not like anything else that we're really seeing out in the store right now. So let's take a closer look now that we've had a little bit of fun with that tray, and talk about some of these other really great pieces that we have. And so this is the tray that I would say would appeal to someone who really loves embracing that sort of more exotic, mysterious look, but loves to be able to make a subtle statement. There's a lot of really great statement necklaces on this board. And besides there being great statement necklaces, they're timeless statement necklaces. And each one of them kind of has their own sort of special calling card that goes along with it. They are high on style, they are high on designer, which means that they also are representative, again, of sort of the different kinds of embracing the fashion movements that we have. The first of which is that I really love this gorgeous necklace that this is from Kuduro. So Kuduro was a higher end designer that was a New York, American-made designer located in New York in the 1970s. They were only in business for a short period of time, but they experimented with a lot of higher end materials, as well as they were that nice blend of being gravitating towards the sculptural, organic movement of a more unique, one-of-a-kind style that women might find, and also definitely a different play on different kinds of materials. And that's a perfect example of that. This has got this hammered, elegant brushed gold tone and the shiny finish in the front, and it resembles that artist's touch, the kind of molten, sort of moving away a little bit of a more polished, brutalist modern. And then, of course, it's got the sleek and the sexy gold black silk braided chain that goes along with it. This piece is a great piece. It is hallmarked and signed in 2 places. So it is a true designer, 1970s, one of a kind, out of production piece. And then in addition to that, it also has a spring ring clasp in the back. So if you like to wear something that's a little bit longer, this would be a super easy vintage necklace to lengthen. A few of the other necklaces that we have on here that are really awesome is we have got this gorgeous, and so this piece is to me just a really fabulous piece. So this is a waterfall statement necklace. It sort of has this sort of Aztec, it has this sort of ancient ethnic, sort of a breastplate style design. It's got these really gorgeous different kinds of chains that lay within each other. It is a classic gold statement necklace. It is one of those pieces that just hangs beautifully and wonderfully. It certainly has the feeling of those higher end designers that we know and we love, like Kuduro and Accessicraft and Castle Cliff. And it is one of those pieces that you don't really need anything else with. It hangs a little bit longer, so it's a nice size. It's one of those pieces where definitely you would have found something like this at a higher end department store in the 1960s and the 1970s. It's just a really great classic piece. So that is another one of my absolute favorites this week. It just lays so beautifully on. There it is. It's a longer, and like you said, it kind of hits at a longer length. Another necklace that is on that board is a very famous necklace. It is the Monet Tournée necklace. This was a very classic style that was very popular in the 1960s. This is actually photographed in the Monet Masters book. So if you are interested in the history that goes into the collecting of vintage costume and designer jewelry and what kind of influences and the different things that influenced it, you know, Monet is absolutely one of the all-time most famous jewelry designers of the entire last century. Huge influence on American designers and costume jewelry. And so their pieces have a very high commitment to standards. This was a very great piece because this piece was actually photographed in a wildly popular ad. And that ad ran for many years in Vogue in the 60s. There's a pair of matching earrings that go along with it. This is another one of those really great pieces, but it also has that really edgy, elegant, very high polished look that a lot of women love and adore. And it's also a long pendant necklace. So you get maximum versatility when it comes to being able to wear this. Lots of different things that you could be able to put it with, from everything from just a classic white tee to a little black dress. So that is another one of those pieces that is just a really phenomenal standout piece. Let's see what else we have here that we can sort of share with you. There is a really unique, so Pulcini is again, so kind of the way that we were talking about Monet earlier, and we were talking about how that Monet typically did a certain design, and then we talked a little bit about how Hobe pieces sort of had the same kind of look over and over again. This is a really great piece. This is a vintage Pulcini piece. It is modeled after that classic 1970s brutalist modern design that was very popular back then. It has a gorgeous set in rhinestones in it. It's another signed piece. I love this piece because when you're talking to collectors and to people who are really getting into collecting jewelry as a passion, you know, these are one of those pieces that you would want to be able to add to your jewelry box, not just because of the wearability, but because it's a rare piece. It's not in the same kind of style that we know Pulcini pieces to be from, so it's fun to be able to own something a little bit different than everyone else. So talking about how to make vintage modern, there are some great brooches that were actually featured on that tray as well. And so this is kind of my jam, or this is our area of specialty, which is that it's really easy to be able to add vintage pieces to your modern look. So the top on the left is from Ann Taylor. It is that stunning, very coral, very bright color. And these are all some brooches that you could very easily make this look more personal in your own. And it's one thing to be able to walk into a room and to be able to know that, okay, this sort of color is popular or this sort of style is popular. But what's really awesome and amazing is being able to add something with a little bit of personality. And so I love being able to add brooches to even tops and tees. And so there are some great ones we have this week. We've got this sweet little tiger. He's a little bit bejeweled. He's the perfect size to put on a tee. If you like something that is sort of fun, this definitely has a summer vibe to it, but it also has classic elements to it. This one has a star shape to it, and then it has got these really nice sort of molded cabochon coral speckled stones with it, and it has the addition of some rhinestones and faux pearls. So this is a great piece to be able to even wear with your fine jewelry. You could wear this with a pair of diamond studs. You could wear this with a pair of pearl studs. This is one of those pieces that would really dress up a look, and who doesn't always love to feel like they're a star? If you're looking for something fun and playful, you know, we talk a lot about figural jewelry. There are some other great figural pieces that are worth taking a second look at today. There is this very lovely peacock brooch. This is the Smithsonian Institute museum replica. This was actually made by Monet. That is a perfect example of, again, how we're saying that when you think about the quality, this was a piece that has actually been commissioned for a museum. And it's a fun little peacock. Peacocks are also very popular here at Vintage Meet Modern. It's easy to see the reason why. So this is a super fun piece this week. And we've got a couple other pieces. I'm just going to go ahead and pull up my tray here. Oh, If you're looking for something that is sweet, we have a beautiful chatelaine style brooch. So if you're not familiar with a chatelaine style brooch is one that has a chain or a swag that attaches, that connects things from side to side. These look so sweet on cardigans. So if you love those ideas of those like 1950s, 1960s era embellished cardigans that have got like a little bit of insignia or something like that on one side, this is a perfect solution to that. It's great to be able to pick up a cute little cardigan like from an Old Navy or a J. Crew or an Ann Taylor, maybe even a Brooks Brothers, and then add a sweet little rhinestone brooch like this. And then, of course, this one has that added addition of that really sweet, beautiful little sparkle with the Aurora Borealis. So those are some of the fun brooches. And, please let me know if you wear brooches. They're absolutely so easy to wear. And it's really hard because I know a lot of women are intimidated on how to wear them, what to wear them with. And so that's what we like to show. Just dress it up and put it on a classic little tee like this or a little blouse or something like that. None of these are so big that they're going to weigh down the fabric, so you don't have to worry about them flopping around. And none of them are too small that you couldn't still be able to wear like a long necklace or maybe a gold bracelet with it or something like that. There's just a ton of different things that you would be able to do with a piece like this. So let's talk about how you could very easily make a dress that you might be having for a party or a night out or something like that, and how you could really set yourself apart by embracing some really gorgeous vintage accessories to go with it. So we have a couple really beautiful sets this week, some really lovely bracelets. So we all know that I'm a huge fan of Steiner, New York. Steiner is actually the oldest and last standing designer vintage jewelry company in the country. Everything is still handmade in New York from start to finish, all the way from the beginning of the casting and the mold, all the way to the very last setting of the stone. It is a true art, and it is a special treat to be able to own anything from them. They are little works of art and an incredibly high quality of just design and composition and style, and a great commitment to quality. This is the No Escape bracelet, and it features a champagne and a clear rhinestone set in a gold tone. This has got a fabulous Art Deco styling that goes along with it. It's a nice larger link bracelet, so gorgeous, and we have one of these in stock and ready to ship. So no wait, that's another thing. When you shop at Steiner, it's usually a 3-week wait time. I have those pieces actually already ready to go for you. We also have, so if you're looking for something that doesn't have all that sparkle, if you like just a classic chunky gold, we have got this gorgeous bracelet that is a vintage Steiner bracelet. So this is an out of production vintage bracelet that has got also a perfect example of all the incredible cast work. It's got a slight texturing to it. It's a great bracelet to just wear dressy and casual. And then, of course, we also have that gorgeous champagne and amber rhinestone bracelet that's a line style. This is a great bracelet because if you are looking for something that is different than your traditional clear rhodium diamante style, this one has got that golden tone to it. So this is a perfect piece to wear. And as you can see, we're showing this piece actually with a dress that is of a cool tone. So this is a nice example of how you could easily mix a warm with a cool. And the champagne color in this bracelet is just so elegant. It also sort of has a pearl undertone to it, so you could easily mix this with your other pearl jewelry as well. So that's a fun one. And as an added bonus, we also have a necklace and we have an earring that matches it. So you can see the earring here. It's a nice size. It's a nice scale. It's a well-balanced earring, and you could definitely get away with wearing that one dressy or casual. So we really do try to find that balance between studying those really gorgeous, memorable vintage looks that people always say, well, people just don't dress like that like they used to. Well, you can wear the dress once, but the beauty of the jewelry is you can wear the jewelry forever. And so we've got a lot of incredible pieces this week that definitely embody like this Cecile Barton dress that is just one of the most iconic ones. It definitely has that opulent ball feeling to it. You know, you can just picture it being gone back and forth in a waltz over in, a huge palace or something like that. But the beauty behind it is that so many of the colors that we're showing you this this week can so easily transport you to that old Hollywood glam and those vintage days that you love and adore without having to wear the ball gown every day. It's like getting to add that little touch of glamour to everything that you get to do. So we also have had a great amount of necklaces that we added this week. This is a really nice necklace that has got a faux jade and has got the coins that go along with it, and it sort of has that butterfly or moth feeling to it. It's nice because it sort of has a little bit of a bohemian chic quality to it with the coins, but that's also a very opulent, sort of decadent sort of jewelry style that remains popular throughout the years. It has got the accent of the filigree going around the setting, and then it's got that really beautiful green tone to it. We do have a sort of speckled art glass jade earring in a pierced. A lot of customers are always on the look for vintage pierced earrings. They love being able to shop with the authentic look of having true vintage pieces. These are nice because these are an authentic vintage earring, but they are also a pierced earring versus being a clip. Now, this is a really, truly show-stopping piece that we have this week as well. So a lot of people, this is another one of those pieces that is sort of guess the designer. This incredible necklace is actually by Yves Saint Laurent, and it's a 1970s piece, and it actually was meant to be worn as a belt. But what I love being able to do is being able to wear it as a necklace. It's long, that's got an incredibly high quality faux tortoise lucite link, which is just very traditional, very timeless. It's got a great combination of the round and then the square geometric links. Looks great with just a gold tone hoop earring. And it's another one of these pieces that, because tortoise is trending right now, it's a perfect example of why investing in a designer vintage couture necklace is really a fabulous investment. The reason being is you'll have it forever. All the pieces that we're showing you, some of them are 50, 60, 70, even up to 100 years old. And the quality just cannot be matched in what you find when you're out and about today. And in addition to that, all of these pieces are one of a kind. They can't easily be sourced again. So it's nice being able to add something to your jewelry box that is truly 100% unique to you. You will receive so many compliments when you wear them. And you're doing something that's really incredible because many of these pieces have had, incredible presence in other women's lives, and now they get to be treasured by you and enjoyed for another lifetime. So if you have any questions at all, please don't hesitate to ask. If you're catching this on the replay, be sure to tell us what your favorite piece is, what kind of jewelry you collect. We just had someone tell us earlier, Sarah was saying that she was on the hunt for a charm bracelet. That means more than you know, because we are always on the hunt to find you exactly what you need to have in your jewelry box. So I wish you all a really, truly fabulous Friday. I hope that you'll head on over and check the link out at week 27, because many of these pieces do sell out quickly. And I always want you to, if you love celebrating the joy of jewelry, and if you truly believe that you love that glamour, you love being able to dress in details and everything, please share us with your friends, tag someone who you know might be a vintage or a jewelry lover, and of course, let us know what you're wearing, because we want you to look and feel your best. The best part about the jewelry is it always fits, and adding those little personal details are what truly sets us apart from the others. So I hope you'll take time to embrace that today. I wish you all a truly fabulous Friday, and I will look forward to seeing you all really soon. I'm not going to be here next Friday for a vintage jewelry show. We're going to be taking a week off because we're going to be hitting the road to source some new treasures up in the New York area, but I will still be doing my regular Wednesday night jewelry show over in my private Facebook group. So if you want to get another dose and get early access to any of the finds that we ever have, please come and join us over there. It's a wonderful community of women, and we have a great time being able to share the sparkle and the style together. Everybody have an absolutely fabulous Friday, and I will see you guys all really soon. Thank you. Bye.